Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Coral LED ring pendant. This is going to be the 41330, part of the Coral collection. It's also a really beautiful wall sconce that I think would go great with this, so check that out and you'll see. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. Independent of the wires going up to the canopy, it's going to be 9 inches tall. That's going to be inclusive of all that sculptural coral on the bottom and the ring above it. And then the diameter is 40.7. Overall height is going to be pretty good. It's going to give you a big range, 25 inches at its shortest and up to 110 inches at its longest. If you need yours to be longer than 110 inches, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 41330. Tell me the overall height you're trying to achieve from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. I should be able to get you down about 240 inches all in as a custom. Not a big deal. We do it every day. A couple little details on this. Coming in at 21.5 pounds, it's not overly heavy. It's just going to hang from a normal junction box. However, there are other places on that canopy where it's going to be attaching to your ceiling, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in a second. The other thing is going to be the finish on this. So you have two pull-down menus. One is going to be choose the finish for your fixture and choose the finish for your accent. So we know that all this hand-done coral work on the bottom is going to be your accent. A lot of people are going to do that in a lighter finish, something like soft gold, vintage platinum, something kind of on the brighter contrasting side to the ring that's going to be above it. But you have the ability to be a designer in this, so don't think that you are limited to anything. Now, going back to the ring that's holding the LEDs, that's going to be in the choose your finish for the fixture. And then when you go up to the canopy, that canopy is going to be a round disc that's up on the ceiling. The face plate, that's the bottom part facing down, that's going to be in the same finish as choose your finish. However, the can of the canopy, that's the side part that actually touches the ceiling, that's always going to be in black. Little things to know. And then the cables themselves, one's positive, one's negative, and then you have two support cables. They're actually, all four of them are support cables as well. Those are going to be in kind of a dull silver, a gray, something like that. Okay, it's slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees automatically. It's just cables, so they can do all kinds of cool things. This is a non-returnable fixture. It's big. It's probably going to go out on a pallet, something you should know. We want to get your ducks in a row on all this kind of stuff to make sure you're totally happy with it. If you're in a quandary about those finishes, what you can do is you can email me and I can send you samples of finishes. It doesn't cost you a thing. I'd much rather have those samples in your hand when you're comparing, contrasting them against each other, so you can kind of get a good read on everything. Let's talk about a couple other quick things here, and I want to show you more information about all this and how we're going to do it. We're going to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you are on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open it up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, how it all goes together, which is very simple. Got to be very careful putting this up. It's going to show you lots of good line drawings, especially of that canopy and how it goes onto your J-box. So take advantage of that now before you order this, and just get acquainted with the fixture. Send that to your installer so they get to know the fixture before you guys get it, and you're good to go there. This can produce a tremendous amount of light. This is probably one of the brightest fixtures Hubbardton Forge makes, which is pretty cool. So it's going to be using 97 watts of electricity, which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot in the LED world. There's a transformer that's going to transform your line voltage into low voltage going down safely through those cables. You can touch them, it doesn't matter. And that's going to give you the ability to use up to 97 watts. That's going to produce 3,000 lumens, and that's a huge amount of light, which is great because if you need it, you need it. So if you want to have this over a dining table, that's great. Way up in an entrance hall, it can light an entire room. If you're going to have it over a kitchen island, it'll do the same thing. It's a dimmable fixture without any problems, so you can take your 3,000 lumens and dim that way down to almost nothing if you want to make it like candlelight. That's the beauty of these LEDs. The color of that, those strips of LEDs in that ring, is going to be 3,000 Kelvin. So when we talk about LEDs in all these videos, we talk about that LEDs begin at 2,700 Kelvin. That's a super yellow light, like a setting sun. They also go to the other extreme, which is going to be 4,000 Kelvin, and that's going to be a bluish white light, like an overcast day or a convenience store. And then 3,000 Kelvin is middle of the road. That's warm white, soft white. That's what we use in our showroom. These are 3,000 Kelvin LEDs, and you can see how nice this looks. This is kind of like the incandescent light I grew up with as a kid, and you did too. But we also do custom versions of this if need be. If you have to have 2700 Kelvin, email me, same deal. 3000 Kelvin, same deal. But just to be forewarned, if you do those other versions of the Kelvin LEDs, the light coming down on this is going to really influence that coral down below. So that's why 3000 Kelvin tends to be the better choice. But again, you get to be a designer on all of this. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your room, a great thing to do would be email us a picture of that room, a picture of your project. Tell us the height of the ceiling, the size of the room, what you're going to be putting this over. We can use our powerful AI tools, take this fixture, put it into that room, send it back to you so you get a chance to see what this is going to look like in your project before you do anything. It's a great opportunity for you to see this kind of in person, well, more or less, I guess, in the AI world, right? But anyway, it's a great opportunity to get a full color rendering. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's something we really want to do for you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.